How's it going, guys? Motor City Miner here, coming at you from the basement mini miner farm. And yes, that's right, I have turned off one of my gold shells plus my future bit node. And the reason is, well, my free KA Box Pro, I guess that's upside down for you guys. KA Box Pro, free, as part of their gold shell public Gleam event that I won, has arrived. And well, the Box Pro actually requires 3 6-pins to power, and right now obviously my mini Doge 2 requires 2 from this power supply, and my future bit requires 2, so well, I need 3, so they both get turned off for now. Doesn't really matter anyway. I mean, this guy's honestly just for fun at this point. It's not really profitable, and this I actually need to work on anyway. They had an update come out recently, I think like a month ago, for the OS on this, so that the node operating system now has a built-in stratum and pool, which is really cool for Bitcoin. If you want to solo mine, yes, obviously, you know, that's playing the lottery completely, but your chances playing the lottery are a lot better when you're mining to your own node than mining to, say, a pool further away, because latency does in fact matter when it comes to mining, especially solo mining. Now, that'll be in a future video, but that's why I don't mind turning this off though for the time being, because I need to update this anyway, and there'll be a video on that in the future on how to update this, because I do think it's pretty cool that you can not only just run a node, which helps decentralize the network, but mine to your own node, which really hasn't been a thing in the Bitcoin network for a very, very long time. It is not as simple as setting up basic stratums like on a lot of coins these days. The Bitcoin network has definitely changed a ton over the years and become pretty much to the point where most people do not mine to their own nodes. People run nodes, but mining to your own node is not really common anymore. But that'll be in a future video. So we're going to unplug all these, open up this box, see what this KA Box Pro looks like, and get her running for you guys. Here it comes, guys. And look at that. There's our KA Box Pro, mining with quality and trust. I mean, I've actually never had an issue with a gold shell miner. So at least quality. Wow, there's a lot of stuff in here. I don't know what all these are for. Let's see, what do we got for us? What on earth? I've never seen the gold shell come with all this stuff. What are it? I mean, I know what this is. It's 2 6-pins to 1 6-pin, but like, why is this here? Connect the 2 wires of the non-modular power supply to the 2 interfaces of this cable. But like, why? Like, why do I have 3 of these? I guess I'm kind of confused here. Like, I mean, I get, okay, so they gave me 3 of these, which would correspond to having 3 outputs, but why wouldn't you just directly connect 3 6-pins? Like, why would I want to ever use 6 6-pins to power? I'm a little confused. I'm gonna take off one of these. Maybe I'm gonna check out the wire gauge on these. Maybe it's a thicker wire gauge, and you really do need like that much power. I don't think so though. I think this is only a 600 watt unit. I don't know. We'll see. It's just weird. I've never had a unit come with like all these pigtail connectors. Oh, and then a whole bunch more of information on the front. If you have a fully modular power supply, ensure that both power supply cables are securely plugged into your device and the power socket. If you are using a non-modular power supply, please connect the 2 wires to the 2-in-1 cable we provided. I'm really confused, guys. I have no idea what they're trying to tell me here. Do you guys know what this is trying to tell me? Because I don't. Let's see if we can at least get this off here. Maybe I'm just dumb. I don't know. I feel like I've done this 1,000 times. I have so many gold shell boxes over the years, I've literally never encountered this. So, you know, comment down below with what this you think this all means, because it's all foreign to me. Like, I still don't get why I wouldn't just, like, you know, what? Why wouldn't I just use 3 6-pins directly into the unit rather than 6 6-pins that convert into 3 6-pins? Like, what? I don't know. Not getting it. And yeah, that's what I thought. Just pulled off the front there, and yeah, there's just 3 6-pins. So like, why on earth wouldn't I just use 3 6-pins? Like, why would I use 6 6-pins instead of 3? Like, clearly 3 is enough to send enough power, else they would have had to put 6 sockets here. So why do I need 6? I'm so confused. And what the hell does this have to do with a modular power supply or not? I mean, this is technically a non-modular. Like, I can't change anything on it. So it's saying, like, I need to use the 2-in-1 cables? But why? I don't understand. Or maybe it's talking, even if it was talking ATX power supplies, no idea what this is talking about. Comment down below if you have any idea what this is talking about. Anyway, so this is the unit here. Pretty typical, you know, pretty typical for a gold shell box. It is pretty heavy. It's a little more heavy than the other ones. It's probably because it's a bigger unit and has more power. So we're gonna put this over there. Here we go. Yeah, like, I don't know. I'm gonna look at the wires real quick, see if the gauges are different between these connectors. Maybe that's like, maybe this 6-pin can handle more throughput because it has thicker wires for when these combine these power. But again, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at this a little closer. We'll be right back. So I'm actually even more confused. So you can see here exposed, and it says 18 AWGs. So these are 18 gauge wires that all come to one, and you know, there's 2 inputs. I mean, it just combines them like any normal dual 6 to a single 6 would be. But yeah, 18 gauge wires. The actual power supply from Gold Shell, again, this is an official Gold Shell power supply that I've had for years. These are actually, if I find it, there it is. Ooh, let me see if I can get that clear for you guys. It's kind of hard, A little dark. All right. The actual wires on the PSU are 16 gauge, so these are actually thicker, which is better anyway. So I really don't know what the dual ones are for. Like, in theory, these should be able to be plenty for each supplying 200 watts. So I don't know what's going on. I'm just going to plug in 3 of these. I really don't know what these attachments are for. Maybe if I'm trying to, like, there's no place I can think of why you would ever have, like, if you have 6 6-pins, you have 3 6-pins. Like, if anything, the only time I've really seen these is to move up. You know, like, say you only have 1 8-pin and you need to go to dual 8-pin, then like there'd be 1 female side and 2 male. Like, I don't know why you'd ever need to, like, combine. But anyway, whatever, who knows. We're just gonna do 6 of these guys. So you know, obviously, like any Gold Shell, these just, you know, go right in the front there. We'll just put all, we'll have to grab another one from over here from what was the future bit. No big deal. I'm gonna button up all these wires, attach to the Ethernet, and then turn this on, and we'll see how it goes. All right, guys, we are all ready. We're gonna press the power button, and then we'll have to hop over to the computer as long as it powers on. Yep, there it goes. Fans are on. This light will probably turn blue at some point. I did not use, again, this comes with a Wi-Fi dongle. I don't use Wi-Fi for mining really ever. I try to avoid it at all costs. You do you, but it does come with one if you're interested. And again, it does apparently come with all these combiners that I'm not sure they're a necessity. Again, maybe there's a situation I'm not thinking of where you would actually need these. But the instructions on them are rather confusing because I really don't know what a modular or unmodular power supply has to do with anything. Um, but yeah, so that's what it comes with. It looks like it's booting up. We got the blue light, so let's head on over to the computer and get this guy set up.
We are in the computer now, and I went to the find.goldshell.com, which is, as long as you're on the same local network, will bring or should bring up. Again, if you have specific router settings that mask things and stuff, it might not. But for the most part, this should work for everyone. You go to find.goldshell.com, and it'll find your gold shell units on your local network. So these are the four I have. I did just turn off the mini doge too, so if I click on that, it actually won't load anymore because it's off. But you can see the KA Box Pro did show up, and all you do is click on the settings tab, and it will pop up, and there you are. So obviously it's not hashing yet because it's not connected to any pool. This is probably like their test node or something like that. And there's hash rate mode, and then under system is all your other usual stuff. You can do cloud control on all gold shells these days, but you have to connect to the miner locally before you can do that. So you have to at least toggle this on. I'm not going to go through that process because you guys don't need to know my cloud connection stuff. Um, but yeah, so the first thing you're going to want to do is unlock, and the default password, as it says, is 1 through 9. There we go. We are unlocked now. Um, and I personally have been using K1 pool for Kaspa. Um, I'm gonna put this on K1, so pretty much all my KS zeros at this point, I'm mining, spec mine coins, uh, like Bugnut or Seedra or any of those, just because you know the yield is so gone on Caspa for that low of hash rate, and that's really kind of true for this unit, which is 1.6 terahash, and my KS 1.5s, which both do about 2. But I still have them on Caspa at the moment, just for whatever reason. And I wanted to put this one on Caspa just to see how it does on straight Caspa for a little bit. But as mentioned, you have to go pretty far down this list to find the Gold Shell KA Box Pro at this point. Let's see if we can find it. I think I went a little too far. I did. So right now it's apparently 18 cents a day in profit. Not much at all. I wonder how much it's yielding. Let's see. Probably like 10 Caspa if I had to guess or something like that. That seems about right. Um, is it gonna tell me? Probably not. Oh man, it's not gonna tell me. Income 1.93. That's what? That's yeah, a little, probably like 11, 12 Caspa a day. Um, so not much there. But anyway, we're gonna exit out of that. So we're gonna connect to uh, Caspa Pool. Caspa Pool, you do not use your wallet; you use your account. So, you know, just FYI there. We aren't gonna need this page anymore. We'll do everything in the miner tab here. We're gonna remove what they had included because we don't need it. Um, Again, there's hash rate or idle mode. Idle mode is like, turns off everything for the most part. And we're going to add our miner name. And we'll call this KA Box Pro, I guess. Yeah, might as well. Yeah, all these were just like whatever they were. Um, so I guess that's what we'll do. KA Box Pro. Cool. Password X and the URL. I actually don't know because this is pretty low terahash. What it's gonna recommend? Probably the same as my KS1s and KS2s, but it's honestly been a while, so we're gonna go to start mining. KA box. It is saying, oh yeah, the same as KS1 or KS2. Okay. So, but we want the US. So, well, the 17.59 terahash. Um, is kind of the difficulty it's wanting. So we'll copy that, put that over here, and press apply. And that should connect here pretty shortly, I would assume. You'll see though. In the meantime, we'll go back to my dashboard. Hopefully, it goes back to that. Nope, we're just going to do reverse in the browser. There we go. So we'll see when it connects. Um, and yeah, see how this goes. It should be pretty easy. Nothing here I gotta change. Like I said, I don't use Wi-Fi. I will enable my cloud control settings, but I will do that after this video. Again, all you would do is toggle this, and you'll put in your Gold Shell account key. But again, rather not show you guys. Not that it'll give you much. If anything, if you put my information in, I would just get to control your units, and I don't think you want that. So. Um, Obviously, change password, update your firmware. I did check the firmware. The 2.2.1 is the latest for this unit. So mine came with the latest firmware, so nothing to do there. And, well, everything else is pretty normal and typical, and you don't have to do anything with. So it has connected once this turns green, so we should be connected now. Um, we'll see how it's doing on the hash rate side here. Should slowly jump up to, hopefully 1.6. Typically on gold shell units, the hardware error rate's pretty high at first, so don't freak out quite yet. Typically, until they get warm, the chips, there is more hardware errors. So this number should drop down as time continues on and the units warm up. Um, Looks like there's just a single hash board in there. And yeah, we're just gonna wait this out and see how it goes. So it's been a few hours now, not 3 hours yet. So I don't have an average hash rate for 3 hours yet on this unit, but you can see it's getting awfully close to its 1.6. Advertised. We are at 1.6 on the 30-minute and getting there on the 3 hour, as I mentioned. So looking good on the pool side. Looking on the miner side, do a quick refresh, just make sure we have the latest. You can see, yep, we are hovering right around where we should. Um, Maybe a tiny bit lower on average. Seems to be averaging like just slightly below looking at all these. And our hardware, that's probably our hardware errors. Right now we're hovering right around 3%, which is a little higher than I'm used to on a gold shell unit. But as long as you're below 5, it's not horrid. Um, so you can, in a gold shell, you can type debug at the end of your thing here. And it has all these different things, but the chips page is probably the most important. And you can see that, it is saying that all the cores and all the chips, so each one of these is, you know, correct. It's saying everything's fine. Like nothing really looks out of whack. The hardware error chart's kind of funny when it goes color wise. So most of these like change, like if there was a bad core, it'd be red, or if a temp's like super crazy, it change it. But like the hardware error, like is great, a cumulative gradient scale. So like it's really hard to say um, anything about this. Obviously, the higher the number, it's going to keep going through colors and cycling through. But like over days, weeks, these numbers will get up to thousands. So it's kind of irrelevant because it's not looking at one point in time. It's looking at cumulative since you started the unit. So it's kind of useless in that regard. So I generally am just kind of checking: are the cores good? Is anything like looking really out of place? And again, this is kind of, it's saying how these are numbered. This is just the numbering of the chips, so on and so forth. On the board, if you were to pull out the board, everything's looking fine, so nothing too crazy. All the clocks are stable, like everything's fine. um, just a tiny bit higher than, that's probably just silicone lottery here. That it's a little higher than I'm used to, or it could even be the specific pool. Maybe this unit or Gold Shell K Box Pros don't play as nice with K1 pool. Again, 3.2% isn't crazy though. Anything below 5 is considered good by Gold Shell, so just something to note there. But yeah, otherwise, it's running great. It was free. I can't complain really much about a free miner. Um, Yeah, I mean, is it ever? Is it making me money? Yeah, a tiny bit. When I account for power per day, since it didn't cost me anything to get, obviously it's already ROI'd, so that's great in that regard. And yeah, we'll keep it hovering here on K1 pool for a little bit, and I might eventually move that and my one KS 1.5s um, over to like Cedra or something in the near future, like my KS0. So that's all I got for today on my Kaspa free Kaspa miner from Gold Shell. Thanks again, Gold Shell. Appreciate the community event. First time winning one, so that's kind of cool. Um, so yeah, I guess guys, like moral of the story, like sign up. I think they have another one going on right now. Let me double check. I believe it's an oval bore one. Let's see what we got. What do we got? The meter box is doing one right now, but it is in partnership with Gold Shell. So um, you can, in fact, win a lithium box. So you know, do these events. The worst that can happen is you win. So yeah, that's always nice. Um, anyway, that's all I got for today on my cast mining journey and my free KA Box Pro. Thanks again, Gold Shell. Appreciate the community event. Pretty cool that I won something. I feel like I always try to win something and I never win anything. So it's pretty cool to win something for once. And yeah, you know, can't complain about a free miner. So like, subscribe, comment down below, and that's all I got. Until next time.